All right, guys. Look, man, playtime is over. Playtime is absolutely over. We got a huge update from Alexa Philippou, Annie Costabile, and all the inside reporters, so to speak. And it is officially going down. Everything is kicking off tomorrow. Will the Indiana Fever be coring Kelsey Mitchell? What is about to happen to this team? We got to break these dates down. So much news to get into. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. That would be greatly appreciated.
The impact on Aaliyah Boston cannot be overstated. She and Mitchell have developed a shorthand on the court that takes years to build. If you remove that connection, Boston's efficiency is going to take a hit. Opposing coaches are already licking their chops at the prospect of the Fever losing their perimeter threat. They will collapse on Boston in the paint and dare the rookies to beat them from the outside. The entire offensive system is built on the gravity that Mitchell provides. Without her, the floor shrinks, the lanes disappear, and the Fever's high-powered offense becomes a predictable slow-motion disaster that even Caitlin Clark might not be able to save.
Will Kelsey Mitchell get cored? Okay, this is where qualifying offers can be set up and core designations can be extended. Will Kelsey Mitchell say, hey, I don't want to be cored? Either you guys are willing to give me a multi-year max or allow me to hit the open market and see if I can secure a multi-year max elsewhere. I think if Kelsey Mitchell went to the Fever front office and said, hey, respectfully, I don't want to be cored. I'm 30. I'm in the prime of my career. I want a multi-year contract. I would love for it to be from you guys, but if not, allow me to.
This is the week when the Indiana Fever either prove they are a world-class organization or confirm everyone's worst fears. They've been criticized for years for their lack of vision and their inability to close deals with top-tier talent. This contract decision regarding Kelsey Mitchell is their chance to change the narrative. If they secure her to a multi-year deal, they send a message to the entire league that Indiana is the place to be. If they fail, they will look like the same old franchise wasting talent and letting opportunities slip through their fingers. The eyes of the entire sports world are on Indianapolis right now, waiting for the first sign of a crack.
Respectfully, I don't want to be cored. I'm 30. I'm in the prime of my career. I want a multi-year contract. I would love for it to be from you guys, but if not, allow me to scour the market and see what I could get. I think out of respect for Kelsey, they would allow her to do that. So I really think the ball is in Kelsey Mitchell's court at this point. I really think the ball's in her court at this point, and it's going to be very, very interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm tired of all the speculation and this and that. We're about to see what she want to do. We are about to see if Kelsey Mitchell is cool with being on a one-year max, because I know there's a multi-year max contract out there.
The term panic mode is not an exaggeration when you consider the timeline. We are talking about a matter of hours before the first domino falls. Reports coming from insiders like Alexa Philippou suggest that the tension inside the building is at an all-time high. Everyone knows what is at stake. This isn't just a business transaction. It is a defining cultural moment. If Mitchell walks, the fans will lose faith, the players will lose confidence, and the media will have a field day tearing apart the front office's strategy. There is nowhere to hide for the decision makers in Indiana. The results will be public, and they will be immediate.
We are about to see if Kelsey Mitchell is cool with being on a one-year max, because I know there's a multi-year max contract out there for Kelsey Mitchell. I know it is. I know it's a multi-year max contract out there for her. She knows it too. Her agents know it too. We are about to see where Kelsey Mitchell really stands with this team on if she's willing to accept this or not. It's going down tomorrow, y'all. It's going down. Look, my eyes peeled, ear to the streets. I'm telling you, man, KTV gonna be all over it, man. All over it. Okay, then here we have the negotiation period.
Kelsey Mitchell knows that her next contract will likely be the most important one of her life. At 30 years old, this is her last chance to secure a long-term, high-value deal that reflects her status as an elite player in the league. She has played through losing seasons and coaching changes, yet she has remained professional throughout it all. Now she is in a position to demand what she is owed. If the Fever think they can get a hometown discount or push her into a team-friendly deal, they're delusional. She has earned every penny of a max contract, and if Indiana won't pay it, someone else will.
The 11th when the free agents actually sign contracts and offer sheets. There's going to be verbal agreement. It's almost like the NFL's that period right before free agency when everybody's already announcing where they're going and how much the contract's for, the tampering period, whatever it is. It's going to be just like that. So on the 8th, you can expect to start hearing, the 8th and 9th, you can already expect to start hearing where players are going, what they're going for, the compensation, all of that good stuff. That will be going down on the 8th. On the 11th, players will officially be signing deals.
A core designation is often seen as a sign of desperation. When a team uses it, they are essentially admitting they couldn't reach a mutual agreement with their player. It becomes a forced marriage for 1 year. If the Fever announce they have cored Mitchell, do not expect a celebratory press conference. Expect tough questions about why a long-term deal couldn't be reached. It signals a lack of trust between the player and the organization. For a team trying to attract free agents in the future, that is a terrible look. Nobody wants to play for a franchise that has to rely on legal maneuvers just to keep its best players.
And brought in Natasha Howard, who thought she was going to win MVP, and they blew it and thought they were going to brought in DeWanna Bonner, who scammed them out of money, wouldn't even show up to work. They blew it by bringing in Sidney Colson. They blew it by bringing in Bree Turner, and all. They blew it by having Stephanie White and friends. They blew it. This is a big week, y'all. This is a big deal, and I'm going to be watching like a hawk. I'm going to be watching the Indiana Fever like a hawk. Y'all better not mess this up. Don't mess this up. It starts tomorrow with Kelsey Mitchell. It starts with Kelsey. What's going to happen with
Indiana Fever are at a crossroads that will determine the legacy of everyone involved. For the general manager, this is the defining moment of their career. For Caitlin Clark, this is the environment she is stepping into. For Kelsey Mitchell, this moment represents the culmination of years of hard work. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Every phone call, every text message, and every meeting this week carries the weight of 1,000 expectations. There is no room for error, no room for excuses, and absolutely no room for the kind of mistakes that have plagued this franchise for the last several seasons.
this up? Don't mess this up. It starts tomorrow with Kelsey Mitchell. It starts with Kelsey. What's going to happen with her? It's going to be a big day. It's all getting kicked off. The Indiana Fever have major decisions to make, and we are going to see what they decide to do and how they moving and shaking in this offseason. And here, courtesy of Sports Illustrated and Robin Lundberg, they had an article titled "What the Indiana Fever Can Actually Spend in Free Agency." Okay, and I don't want to go through the whole thing, but there is a portion that I wanted to touch on here where it says the Fevers
We are entering the most critical window in the history of the franchise. From the core designation tomorrow to the official signings on the 11th, the news cycle is going to be relentless. If you are a Fever fan, you need to keep your eyes glued to the updates because things are going to move fast. 1 minute, Mitchell could be the cornerstone of the future, and the next, she could be headed to a rival. The panic is real because the consequences of failure are permanent. You don't simply replace a player like Kelsey Mitchell. You either keep her and thrive, or you lose her and spend years trying to fix the mistake.